Here right now with Hans Brings from Coldwell Banker in Waltham. And Hans, one of the hot topics right now when it comes to buying and selling real estate is for that move-up buyer, somebody's looking to move to another property, they have to sell. So when you're sitting down with your client who's looking to sell and move to another property, how are you, kind of breaking down that leap of faith, so to say?
Well, we chat about their options. Obviously, one option would be a contingency sale, which would be, contingent upon them selling their property, which most sellers don't accept. Option number two is some form of a bridge loan, which means they could potentially have two mortgages at the same time, which several sellers don't want to get into having two mortgages. And finally is this leap of faith that you just mentioned. And that basically is, getting your property on the market, finding a buyer, and then putting one property under contract. It's a leap of faith because it's a little concerning, to say the least. But if it's done right, it works smoothly. Step one is doing that market analysis, see what the value is of their property. Step two is chatting with a mortgage person and chatting about what they can be pre-approved for based on what the sale price is. Then finally, educate. Go out there, see what homes are available, see what properties would match with their pre-approval and what they would sell their home for. Make sure there's options that are out there or potentials. Then when they go on the market, it's not as much of a leap of faith because they feel more comfortable that they have options to buy when they get out that way.
It's really about educating yourself about the process, understanding what your options are, because a lot of people, I think, get caught up before they sit down with a professional, which is really the most important thing, is sitting down with a realtor like yourself that can walk you through the processes. It gets overwhelming, right? And there's too many things that need to happen. The reality of it is most being professionals in the real estate industry, we do it every day. Yeah. It can be done.
Yeah, and that's what I tell folks. I do it. I get it. It's very stressful by all means, but I do help folks with it every day, and it does work. As long as you have the education to move forward.
In regards to that leap of faith, so to say, do you see a lot of people try to set an extended close with the ability to tighten it up if they find something right away?
I do that all the time. Thanks for bringing it up. Basically, we do a delayed closing option, which basically means once we have an offer on our property and the buyer might be asking for a 45, 60-day closing, we ask to extend that out maybe 90 or 120 days, giving my seller client more time to secure their next property and then close simultaneously. In most cases, I see them coming back saying, we just found a property. We're ready to go. Let's move that closing back up 45, 60 days. But as we said, leap of faith, you have to be comfortable that this is what's going to happen.
And having that right quarterback agent in the position to make sure that everything goes smoothly and
correct
moves along makes a huge difference. Thank you, Hans.
Thank you.
And if you're in the Waltham area and would like to connect with Hans and his team directly, check out their website at hansbrings.com. We have more real estate tips just like this one right here on Real Estate Talk Boston.